Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense set for a first down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Salter. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Flames want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Looking for a block. It's Adams. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Running back searching for a hole. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Austin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Offense working from the pistol. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. And the Flames are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Salter. Quarterback now breaking the field. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
1st down here from the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Liberty 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the catch. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got it. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Salter. Zings it complete to the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. 4th down, and the clock keeps dwindling away, and they'll try to get the snap off quickly. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Nestled in the hills of Virginia, we're touching the Hokie Stone, means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Hokies want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the... Gets enough to move the sticks.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Dances away from the heat. He'll fire to his right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The play action fake. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
First down here for the offense. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
WSG Big Bro.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The offense uses the timeout. They want to get this play called just right.
Alabama.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Buying some time. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And the ball is picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking in the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down and you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking in the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have
Afterburners coming. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Cal 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got a chance. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
To the air, it's Milroe. Finds his tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Tide. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he ran away away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and hit you.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Try to get it to the edge. Fights off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 14, Cal.
And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Quickly complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here comes the hurry up. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bears. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Well, jet sweep pass. He's out past the 35. He's off to the races. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Mendoza. Quickly to the tight end. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good...
He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. He'll take another shot here. And that pass is intercepted.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Crosses the 40. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turn.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
On the option. Now the pitch. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Got his man quickly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out, there he goes! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this... Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being the... and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Milroe. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Pass the 30. Off he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Looking to scramble. He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Looking to throw on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch on the left. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, SMU.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. Cool as a
Afternoon bell.
hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Trying to punch it in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the deal.
At the 10, he's got room. Oh, look out. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustang.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that second level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
To throw, it's Milroe. Now he's going to break the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Defense in press coverage.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 12, Alabama 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The option look. Quick toss. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At the 12-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Pressure coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw. It's Milroe. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown tie.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Was good, brother.
He'll try to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 14 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith.
6 more days.
Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Out of the gun, the give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
There you, my brother.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before...
You there.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's happening? The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
You better not try no goofy shit, man.
But kick it down. Oh.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half.
Number 14 sets it, kicking away.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that
nothing but green ahead. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown Mustangs. And once he got loose, it was all over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy.
That's a good run.
Later, he's going to get loose.
You better keep up too, Nate.
Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws to the back. This time he's got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try to get outside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Here comes the offense on second down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and
Fake the spike, and he wants to throw.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The inside handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense getting set for 1st down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense set on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires one high and deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, SMU 25, Alabama 23.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, Dave.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Not a chance. Missed it. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
That keeps the score. SMU 25, Alabama.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Milroe. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On third down, going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Smith takes the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Let's go.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
This quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. will kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. A first down for the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single day. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game for
The expressway is wide open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. This one's complete. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Snap it to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll go with a direct snap. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
And a nice job by the offense, picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Auburn 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bernard.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Thorne. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing up. Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Obliterates him, still on the move. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown time! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. He makes the grab for the two and ties the game.
Anything you can do, I can do better. They drive down the field, they scored, they go for two and get it, and we've got an 8-8 ball game here in the first half.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He fires it out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Makes the grab over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Hit the afterburners, kid. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
That's number 2 on the day, having a down. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. There he goes down the right side. The 10. And he'll...
But you're not good, bro. You're not good at all.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Go for 2, sorry ass nigga.
The execution on that play. Great.
Why you ain't go for 2?
Just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense.
That's on me, bro.
Make a guy miss and use the speed.
Sorry ass bitch.
Executed play.
About to kick it
You won't
away.
get that again.
Touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here it comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped.
Goofy,
Down
nigga.
in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And what are they cooking up on second and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air. It's Milroe. They're bringing heat. Escapes trouble. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They'll go hurry up here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pulls it in, it's Henderson.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it.
Yeah, celebrate about that, fuck nigga. Celebrate about that.
And that is exactly what you want from the offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Looking down. Pocket starts to collapse. On the move, he fires. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
When the quarterback leaves the pocket, I have to know that. You could tell the defense did. They did a great job skewing towards him, moving towards where he's scrambling. Now I can be in the passing lanes. Great job by the defense understanding.
And a missed opportunity on.
Celebrate now, fuck nigga. Why you punting the ball? Stupid ass bitch. Put that defense on your ass. You ain't gonna score no more. Bitch ass Nick. Doing all that damn celebrating like you gonna win the game or something.
And the coverage team gets a turnaround around.
See now you lost the game, fuck nigga. You can't keep up with this shit. This shit too motherfucking lethal, my nigga.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone.
So reach for that drive. I think they've accomplished something they wanted to accomplish.
Touchdown, Bama.
This nigga got 3. And we go for 2. And we go for 2. Fuck, nigga, since you want to be disrespectful.
That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him.
Fuck, nigga.
We can't let this guy continue to lose time and time again.
They got the lead down on the board now, about to kick it away, hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Damn. Get your ass down here, bro. Put that defense on your ass.
Sometimes you just have to take a knee and stop down for the team.
For real. Sometimes you gotta let your pride.
Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will roll the dice here late in the half. He's going up top.
Thank you. Box chicken, woo!
Coverage and it's intercepted. And
celebrate about that one, fuck nigga. Go ahead and quit. Fucking Mitch.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here.
Stupid ass nigga.
Already in this game, he's got to do a much better job with this decision.
I don't know what the fuck you thought this shit was.
They try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback will auto.
Listen, nigga.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Oh, get up on. Oh, what?
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off.
Hide the ball, hide the ball, hide the ball, hide the ball. Let's go, fellas. That's good defense. Nigga thought he was gonna get a streak on me? Listen, nigga.
And the
Our Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And they definitely wanted to attack the return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchdown. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Line gets set, first down.
He's going to pass.
Bro.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to
searching for connection.
This guy and get him the football in space, not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't run those catches.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. Finds his man down the middle. He knew
Man, what the fuck is this speaker called?
And they got enough for the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded dean manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
They'll put it in play for the 41 on first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense.
Power on.
I don't know what the fuck that shit is called.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Couple of guys there to get him in.
How the fuck my speaker not working?
As a quarterback, and you've got a guy like that working for you.
That's just shit. Calm.
To find the open spaces in the defense just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Power on.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Open space at the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Like speed of a kind of explosive play.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the red zone, it's Miller. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, they'll take to the air.
Bro, this nigga. Tell you send shit like that?
Man, it didn't take long.
Send that shit again.
On that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Man, how hard is is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Handoff from the gun. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They finally make the stop with the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This drive is really nice stop.
Like late in the game, you got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Do I trust my QB?
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. That's some kind of time I don't ever seen cheese. And you still going down, caught a little slaves. And man, I went to Memphis, building railroads and trains barrel. Give me for a second. Let me pitch y'all on thing. Instead of muscle shoes, the town folk can make a richer advance forward 2024. You got to see the thing. Learn to another way to make a check balance. Let me break it down for you. Real never time. You talk teacher when you've been through the flood. What the hell don't you
This offense stays aggressive in this. Everybody likes it when it works. But now you're leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
the family maker and the truth of the matter is that I'm show you how to
Oh my God, that's a fucking pig, man!
You feel it, big ass nigga, 69 God, big ass nigga, 69 God, I for your life. I for your life. Big ass nigga, 69 God, big ass nigga, 69 God. Hey, run for your life. Hey, I say, oh, say,
Just inside the 30 at the 29. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
One plus a black grand national. Front being rational. Give them what they ask for.
It's King.
It's not enough. You selling niggas love money, not enough. You
And that is
I told you what's finna happen. Get the fuck out my game, Biggs.
Somebody got
Yeah. Fuck, nigga.
This is not a song. This is a revelation. How they get a nigga gone? You know, man, baby, I don't understand, baby. Feel really make feel the cheddar like a kid, baby. Teach you something, make you direction, that's the time, baby. Love what your life is, weird nigga, feel like.
That's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama
Bro, we smoking hella weed, told me roll it up. And he said, roll that hella weed, and that's why I beat it up. I speed it up. No, you don't know now. Can't you say it's not enough? Right? That's pretty like enough. Right as fuck.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carpenter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Wants to throw. It's McCown. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown time. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen.
We might was.
Able to turn the page here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a little bit on that one. The Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry up.
Bro,
what?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to do
He's got plenty for a first down.
Well, at first you don't try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run.
That's good defense, fellas.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times defense in the deflection leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his man on the field.
Fuck.
For a man, it's McCown.
That's on me, bro. Fuck.
Superhero to make the grab.
And what an individual effort, making a beautiful catch, diving out and snagging it, Reese.
Just laid his body out, and that's a huge gain after this spectacular reception. And this one will be stopped on the game. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a run.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads.
Oh, that's a pig, man.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Roadrunners will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw for the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that.
Just slants.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver.
Good defense.
Pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's got his man downfield. Cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
I'm supposed to be a fucking pig.
The Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A design run for the quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way.
And that's what makes the quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He dangerous and explosive with his
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 8, UTSA.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Slips it down. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Second down.
To the air, it's Milroe. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move is the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Still on his feet at the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
You know, the problem about taking shots against cover 3 is that the corner playing on the outside already has a big cushion against the wide receiver, and he's got his eyes on you, so he can see the football thrown. You've got to be pinpoint accurate. If you're not, it could be an interception, and that's what happened right there.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Going up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Gets it out fast. Makes the catch and knocked down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Coming after it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. It's Barnes. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using the quick game. That should be the final play of the 1st half. Back to pass, it's McCown. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Alabama 8, UTSA 7.
And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes. In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Skips away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Roadrunner. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UTSA 13, Alabama 8.
Got the first down. Looking for more.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quickly complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They'll run the screen. Got room at the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation.
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
On the ground, it's Haynes. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Alabama! In the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Marches ahead. And he's wrestled to the ground.
They did the right thing by going for 2 to try to make this a field goal game, but the defense comes up with a stop. Not a lot of time left now, but there is still a chance. There's a window of opportunity. They only need a field goal now to pull this one out.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate done.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly.
He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. These corners going to give them some space. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws his third.
Nah. Fit ass nigga, fuck up out of here.
Time has run out. Fans of defense probably love this game. And fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning, oh, everybody's a fan of winning. They found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work coming up at the end of the day. That's a you know what? Pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. Talk about physicality. I like all those.
That's going to do it for Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.
Great game, bro. Played his heart out.
Yeah, it's good. Doing magic in the booth, call me Charlie Poppin. They don't like little bros cause he probably shot him. I don't fuck with the pie, but I might watch you talking. The last thing he saw in life was a bottle clobber. All these niggas in the bus.
5-0. That nigga was good. He got that fast ass receiver.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's running in the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To throw, it's Milroe. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they score first. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Set on 1st down. They're going to run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. For Alabama, 8. South Carolina, 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Sanders. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Got a lot of running. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Steps away to find some room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Getting some heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, make...
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
What's good take?
What's good, D1? What's good?
What's to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Henderson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Rolls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Well, jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And the offense will try to conjure up some magic here with 4 seconds left in the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. A 1st down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge 1st down on 3rd and long.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage.
And that ball's free behind the line. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. He's looking for a man on second down. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to throw it again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Right down the middle. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. Now improvising. Slips away. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanders. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Looking to throw. Scrambling away. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 21, South Carolina
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quick strike complete. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the...
Brings up second down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Power football with the run. Tackle is made after.
Get him out of here. Get him out. Go ahead and quit. Eat a lot of dick, nigga. Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Eat a dick. You have the Gamecocks. They have a 99-speed receiver. And how many touchdowns you... Oh, okay.
Nobody ain't care you gonna get South Carolina, bitch.
See?
You don't want to be saying about them. Nobody ain't care you go get them. I'm gonna beat your ass, dog. You ain't just like the